Glorious Tuesday! It is Talking Simulator, and I, Corey, I'm in the driver's seat. Well, my navigator is in a secure location.
Double left.
Okay.
Wait, is that right? It's been a long time since I've even been in the same room as a rally race.
All I know is that I would be vomiting very hard right now if this was a rally car.
Yeah. Yeah, though.
I almost forgot to go online because I was flapping my gums about Elden Ring spoilers.
So was I.
Ooh. What if we all just streamed it? What if we all just streamed it?
But Corey, if we all streamed the new hotness...
Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're back at it again with Disco Cream.
Last time we were not allowed to shove a body in an ice cream freezer.
Alright, yeah, so armor is off the table.
Which, yeah, bad feels.
Bad feels. But we still have so much time to create art.
Yes.
And maybe bring forth the apocalypse.
Yeah. Give birth to the apocalypse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we could make Kim wear a jacket, maybe. I don't know when that happens, but maybe.
Après le déluge, moi.
So I was on the Twitters, and like everyone, my timeline is full of the video game Norco that just came out. A point-and-click adventure game with some fun variety and very colorful writing and little mini games, which are nice. And one of the takes I saw was that a person liked it more because Disco Elysium is not kind to its characters. And I kind of disagree with that because I feel like Disco Elysium loves all of its characters, and we love them too because warts and all, they're people.
Yeah, I was going to say that I think Disco Elysium is extremely charitable to its babies. Harry is a bad man on many different fronts. Yet it also allows him to be human and worthy of love within the silhouette of his many failures.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you look at his ID under the headlamps, Kim remarks that he has only killed 3 people in his career. And that this is low. This is below average by the standards of the RCM.
Yes.
Nevertheless, Harry has shot and killed 3 people. That's high by the average of most people.
Yes.
Right?
Most people on Earth, or even in Elysium, have not shot and killed 3 people.
Yes. I think it is... Disco Elysium is fair to generous with most of its characters. The fact that it is not kind to them can still be accurate. Because sometimes you don't necessarily need to be kind to someone to be honest with them or to be honest about them. And if we are being honest, a lot of the kindness that comes to Harry is largely due to the fact that Harry carries with him the threat of unanswerable violence. The only people in the game who threaten Harry are the mercenaries who are brought in by the de facto government to break the strike. They carry themselves like people who know that they can kill anyone here without repercussion. And this is the only time that Harry and Kim experience anything like a peer threat. Because Harry clearly goes through his life just saying whatever comes into his mind.
Yes, the human can opener.
Facing absolutely no consequences for any of it. Right? Like, we, as the player, can direct Harry to say basically anything. And because it amuses us. And it amuses us because there are no consequences.
Other than, like, emotional.
Yeah, or the possibility that we embarrass ourselves in front of Kim.
Yes.
But none of the people that we are threatening or messing with or abusing can do anything to us. They're not allowed to. Until we encounter the mercenaries, who are quite able and willing and excited to shoot us dead in the street and leave our body for the birds.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, and when we encounter the mercenaries, they're drunk, right? They are grief-stricken. In many ways, they are damaged damaged along the same axes that we are. And the way the game treats them, like their portraits have a different quality to them when they're armored up.
Yeah.
When you meet these people out in the world, right, they have portraits that are very much like everyone else's. But when they are armed and armored, when they're girded for war, their portraits are underlit quite harshly with it's like their armor is emitting light, or that they are like, it's do you remember in 2008 when Obama was running against John McCain for presidency?
Yes.
And there was that magazine cover of John McCain where the photographer hid a strobing flash under the table, and it gave John McCain like monster lighting. And it was like this very striking and very threatening looking photograph of him.
Kind of like Palpatine.
That's what the mercenaries in Disco Elysium have. And they are terrifying for it because they carry with them also the threat of the state's monopoly on violence.
Pixel Art Dragon says that's also the way Dolores Day is lit, and that's true. And Dolores Day is meant to be terrifying.
Yeah, right. It's like Rilke says, every angel is terrifying. Right? Whether it's, the ones that are coming to like save you, or the ones that are coming to deliver God's wrath unto you. But yeah, no, that's a good point. Dolores Day, yeah, she is underlit and is also scary as all shit.
Yeah, all of the innocents are extremely powerful and violent. And bring about large amounts of violence.
But like we're perfectly safe as a bumbling cop, right? We don't even have our gun, but people are clearly scared shitless of us.
We might kill ourselves at any moment.
Yeah.
That's a horrifying. If you've ever been near someone like that, it's terrifying.
Yes.
You're like, I might witness violence, and it's not even going to be directed at me, but I have to be witness to it.
And I will have to carry that with me.
Ugh. All right, let's get into it. I wish to think more on these people and their lives. All right. Yeah, that's right, Kuno. All right. Just One more glance at our dead friend before he goes bye-bye forever.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines.
Shiny boots. Shiny boots.
I mean, those things have to be dishwasher safe, right?
Yeah. Well, what you do is you take them to the kitchen and you boil them in one of the pots to clean them off.
I was joking.
But I think I hope her bath is still active. I don't remember if we could take a bath or not.
I hope so. Are we going to shave?
I don't like it.
I mean, it looks awful.
Yeah.
It instantly, like... I don't know that it ages us, but it makes it impossible to ignore what we've done to ourselves.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now.
Yes.
Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
My options are run yourself a bath, or I want to live forever with the corpse smell, memento mori and stuff. I'm gonna run a bath.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Undress, close your eyes, and submerge. Oh, the best part of a bath.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Should I leave the beer cans in?
Take them out.
Yeah, I might be able to sell them if I take them out.
Yeah. I think now that they're clean.
Alone with your thoughts in the tub, but it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
Oh, imagine something.
You see,
This can never go wrong.
You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Then, houses along a narrow street, a video rental, darkness on the planet's curvature.
Should I linger more? Might be able to prunify myself.
Ooh, that would be good.
All right, let's linger.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
All right, we're good.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
And I wonder if I cannot fix the thingy, the sink.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Yes, I can.
Ah.
All right, let's equip those. See if we can get that done at least. Save the whirling a few real.
In it, your
Ooh.
face adorned with the expression. The faucet is quite
Yes!
mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops.
The idea of using chain cutters in any plumbing scenario is... it makes my teeth itchy. Like, oh. Like I could hear the squealing metal on metal.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Yeah? I mean, we could try.
All right.
Still not happening.
Yeah.
It won't come off that easy.
Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim, wake up. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kim. What if I go knock on his door? Hey, Kim, I had a bath. Hey, Kim, smell me. Kim. What if I have the pry bar? No, that doesn't do it.
No.
One of the Chivas that they introduced was Bother Kim After Hours, and I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Yeah.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Thanks, Siri.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Time to dream a little dream.
Sleep doesn't. And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Pillow?
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
It's just like mine at home.
Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Time to pull out the old works every time maneuver, rolling over.
Yeah,
Surely it'll work this time. Surely this side will be more comfortable and less sweaty and clingy.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. It's only dreams.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
I just love how sad the music is in this moment. I think it's the same music as when you go out to the island. More or less.
Is it? I mean, that is a British Sea Power song. I think this is unique.
This is like the main menu music.
Yeah. Well, this is the music that plays when you are deep inside your own head, right? This is Evil Apes duking it out.
Yeah.
.ogg.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said, who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
Should I yell at the body or answer correctly or wrongly?
I don't think there's any hiding from the self here.
Alright, I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
We're still good.
So we can get it back?
I mean,
Or we don't want it? We're fine the way we are.
which is more sad.fm?
We're fine the way we are. We don't need friends.
Yeah.
You were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed.
I really kind of wonder how much of, like, the development or the core of the story was kind of built around this image.
Yeah, you as the
Corpse.
source of light.
Yeah, with the disco ball.
Harry is meant to be a protector of these people. Right? Like, Disco Elysium is a phrase or a collection of words that wants to, like, suggest the collision of happiness and joy.
Yep.
Right? It suggests that these things are divine. Harry is supposed to be a guardian angel. And what he has become is a source of anxiety and anguish. And sometimes a useful one for other people who are tormenting the public. But yeah, like this, yes, as Pixelar Dragon says in chat, this does feel very purely no truce with the Furies.
Yeah.
Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm actually really interested in what Harry thinks Elysium is.
Alright, what is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Okay. When we talk about Disco Elysium, now we have to talk about the concept of the Pale.
Right.
Right? That the Pale is not just unchartable territory. It's
No.
not just an ocean where there is no context for things. It is an aggressive void.
It's the
That is-
past intersecting with the present and forcing out the present.
Right. It is also like it has an agency and it's coming for us.
Mm-hmm.
And when it does, and it will erase history. Right? It is. Bear with me because I'm running home to Mama on this one. There's a wonderful shot at the end of the first episode of season 1 of The Terror. Yeah, I knew
Go
this was
on.
coming. The Terror, HMS Terror and HMS Erebus are part of, if you're not familiar, the Franklin Expedition, which was a Royal Navy Discovery Service expedition to search for the Northwest Passage through the Canadian Arctic,
To the
which was
Beaufort Sea.
supposed to be a shipping passage between Europe and China, India, the Near East, the Far East.
But going over the
shot
top
is-
instead of through the canal.
Yeah. Well, which didn't even exist. This would have been around, Tierra del Fuego, around all the way around South America. What the shot is that HMS Erebus and HMS Terror are stuck in the ice. the worst possible thing has happened. They're stuck in the ice. And there is a top-down shot of the two ships that zooms out and out and out until the ships vanish into this contextless white void. And it is not the ships disappearing in the ice. The way the ice works is that it is aggressive and constricting, and the way the sailors talk about it was that it's going to crush the ships. And filming it as this surface that is so bright that you can't even make out any surface detail, right? It is just white. That is coming to crush them. Yeah, it's effective, right? Because they aren't going to disappear into it. It is going to aggressively break them, right? The pressure is coming from outside. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how the Pale works here too, right? Only it's also pushing all of the places where people live apart, right? Yes. The Isolas is a very cleverly chosen word, I think, because it contains most of the same letter as islands. And
yet it implies isolation.
Yes, right. It is like this clever little anagram, almost. Because you see it and you know exactly, this is what they call islands, right? Isolas. Mm-hmm. But, it's more than that. And when we encounter the cryptid at the end of the game, it talks a lot about how humans have this responsibility to everything else on the world because we're the ones who know things, right? We're the ones who remember things. And all of the, what is it called? The stick bug.
Phasmid?
The Phasmid. Everything the Phasmid knows will vanish when it dies. But the Phasmid is rooting for us. Right? Because, it literally says, all the bugs, everything that we crush unconsciously, all the things that we destroy, look up to us in terror and awe. Because we know things. And we can resist the Pale in some ways, right? The Pale actually doesn't really mean anything to them because they don't remember.
But the Phasmid's also interesting because it's basically trapped an old man in his memories.
Mm-hmm.
So it is kind of preventing the past from dying for a specific person?
Yes, right. And it doesn't really seem to know how destructive that is. Right? Because, that's also us, right? The deserter and Harry, we are not so different, you and I. Right? Both destructive forces trapped in a past. And the deserter kind of gives us a bit of context, right? A bit of a look from the outside at ourselves that we have been studiously avoiding from, the other people who are still in our life and trying to save us. But, this is just a huge tangent to this one scene.
Yeah.
What were we going to call the case? What was the name that we floated to Kim before going with the Hanged Man? Does anyone in chat remember? Also, the bloated corpse of a drunk here gives us a population figure and a history of this world. It was No Truce with the Furies? Okay.
Yeah.
He cites 4.6 billion people, which is about, 60% of Earth's current population? Around World War II, Earth's population was about, 2 billion? Now there's
7 to
7
8.
Point some?
Yeah. But it hit 6 in, the 80s, right?
I want to say it was 4 billion in the early 80s.
Okay. So, but yeah. It has parallels, but is definitely lower than what our current population is, and part of that is the pale.
Yeah. Well, also, and the written history goes back a bit further than ours does.
Yeah.
Right, 8,000 years of history contrasts quite strongly with what, like 4,000 years, 5,000 years maybe?
Oh, Bibbidi Jones says if your encyclopedia is high enough, it corrects your reflections with saying 13,000 years.
Really? Neat.
Yeah, and
I
I
might
think
have to try an
our
encyclopedia run.
we've got artifacts from 10,000 years.
Yeah, but like written history is quite different, right?
Yeah.
Like when were the Sumerians like first pressing cuneiform tablets, right? 3,000 years roughly.
Yeah, I think we're looking at up to 4,000 years history here.
Yeah, recorded versus written history. And these are like debates that I'm not really qualified to have, or opinions I'm not really qualified to have.
You were ballparking.
Yeah. And significantly fewer people and significantly more history, more knowledge here. More recorded knowledge. Right, Pixel Art Dragon. It is the Furies are at home in the mirror.
Yes.
I remembered that there was a mirror involved. God, what good words. Just great words.
There's also a big emphasis on like points of light, like stars and like the flashy disco reflections.
Oh, yeah, right, because what's his name's tattoos remind us of stars.
Yeah.
Like that is the first pattern that it evokes for us. So yeah, good catch. That is what Harry sees. Isn't there also another dream sequence where we come out here and it is the corpse talking to us? Or am I conflating earlier things?
I can't remember. I think there might be one with the corpse on its knees.
Okay, right.
But the
'Cause I was
other major
I
dream
remembered-
is like on the island.
Right. Okay, yes.
My only alias is taken. We are talking to ourselves. Part of our brain is talking to us in the form of a ghost, kind of. That's us hanging there, but that is in the place of where the regular body is, but it's our ancient reptilian brain trying to send a message to us about our lives using the parallel of the hung man, the hanged man.
And like I think it also is important that we come back to the tarot card, the Hanged Man, because the meaning is the visual representation is different, but I think they would have avoided that precise term of the Hanged Man, unless they had wanted it to carry some kind of resonance. Right, the major arcana card, the Hanged Man, is a moment of transition, or of transformation, or reversal of perspective. Right, it is not a man who is being executed. It is someone who is hanging upside down from a tree branch, and like all of their junk is falling out of their pockets. Right, is a very common representation, representing kind of the letting go of earthly things. And I think that kind of is at play here. That we are examining things from a different perspective. But this time it is an out-of-body perspective with, our ancient reptilian brain trying to get us to shit or get off the pot with self-destruction.
My mind is tired and broken.
Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
We
Right.
are the boldest explorers of sensation. We've discovered a new kind of hangover.
Because what's happened is, literally, Harry has encountered a supernatural occurrence which has created a hole in the world that actually cuts chunks of information out.
Yeah, like, I think that's something great time to bring it up. This game has a very strong supernatural element to it that doesn't become apparent until the end.
Yeah, well, in the climax, you talk to a bug, right? So,
Yeah. But yeah, that's important to keep in mind. And this is a 100% spoiled stream. Sorry, everyone. I'm not sure that we've mentioned that yet this stream, but this is a 100% spoiled stream. So yeah, when you know that there is a supernatural influence here, a lot of what happens actually becomes a lot more grounded and less phantasmagorical. Right. It's that irony that as soon as you know that you're in a ghost story, a lot of things actually click.
yeah. Princess Intel has a question. Does Harry actually like disco music, or is the disco ball just a metaphor? Harry likes the idea of disco, like the freedom and self-expression, right? The being a rock star, going out on the dance floor, shaking your thing and having a good time. He likes the idea of it.
But I think his musical tastes are actually quite different.
Yeah, he's really miserable right now, so everything that kind of clicks with him is also really miserable.
Like, I think disco is very much in the same wheelhouse as his clothes and the expression,
Yeah.
which is something that he likes the look of and that he wants to be because it is happy. But I'm not sure he has any particular, like... I think it's a sign and signifier problem. Right? That he might not actually like the look of the clothes or like how the expression looks or the sound of the music, but he likes what it represents.
Which is, like, fun.
Yes.
Fun,
Right.
but better than whatever he's experiencing.
Yeah, like I think Harry actually has good taste. Or has the bones of having good taste. Right? Like, he likes interesting art. He likes interesting music too. Right? Like when you meet Autekra, right, in the abandoned church, Harry's pretty down with it. He gets into it really quickly. It clicks with him. And he's interested in trying new things, right? Which I think is fairly important to having good taste, right? He's not a snob.
But he's also, like, weirdly naive, but that's partly because of the brain piece missing.
Yes, yeah. Also, you could probably write an interesting essay about the specific wound that that killed the mercenary.
Through
With
the back of
Harry's
the-
particular... Yeah, right through the reptile brain, is I think the word he uses.
Yeah.
That this experience is actually removed from the mercenary. It has been excised, right? Like, this kind of near-death experience is precisely impossible for that man. Because, it was liquefied by a bullet traveling at, the speed of sound.
Yeah, he just immediately stopped experiencing things. And so there was the leftovers of what he was experiencing at the moment of death, which was sex.
Yeah. Right. He only had the limbic system.
Alright. What? No? New hangover? What?
Oh, yes, party boy. And it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes, too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
I've had this conversation in the morning.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Just one other thing that springs to mind before we move forward. I watched this video series on YouTube that kind of looks at World War II in real time, right? Every week they put out a new video, which is like, this is what happened at this point in World War II. And might have been a couple of years ago, they did an episode on Pervitin, which was the brand name for amphetamine in Nazi Germany.
So the stimulant that all the soldiers got handed.
Yeah. And, their scholarship is a bit hit and miss. It's generally pretty good. But, that it's not always the newest scholarship on things. But the guy presenting it was like, also, a few years ago, there was a fad in, I think, the Czech Republic, is what he said, of taking Pervitin. And he had tried it, and he related kind of his experience on it.
Okay.
And he said it was the single worst hangover of his life. And this is a man who has implied that he has done, he's partied pretty hard. And he said, coming down off amphetamine is otherworldly awful. So I imagine that's because, Harry likes amphetamine.
I think we're about to have the discussion about how we're flushing speed from our system.
Right, because this is electrochemistry, isn't it? It is.
Oh god, what the hell is that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
Didn't know that. Haven't hit that dialogue before, but yeah.
No.
Makes sense.
Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
I feel like electrochemistry is trying to bully us. And
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
yeah.
But who's a terrorist in this situation? Could it be volition? I've heard, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard volition runs in this game are very boring.
Well, you gotta get the boring Chivo somehow.
I suppose so. I mean, I don't know, I like the idea of a holy vow.
and it actually taking.
Yes, that it has clearly worked.
Yeah. Now his volition wakes him up every morning, 7:30. Gets the bones moving, despite the speed. I do like the getting speed from Kuno arc, though. And having a little speed bottle with a sippy straw in it. As though that's a way to, like, I don't do meth, but even I know that's not what you do. That's like in one of those, oh God, what's the Australian caricature? He's in America, Crocodile Dundee. He's in
Crocodile
America,
Dundee, yeah.
and all the business guys are doing cocaine, and he's like, "Oh no, that's not the way to do it. Put it in this hot water bowl with steam and put a towel over your head." Just dumps the man's cocaine in a bowl of hot water. Yeah, that'll fix your science problems. All right, opt in.
Of course. Martinez is speed central. You just gotta poke around, follow your nose. You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home. This time, it will be different.
I like how your skills are kind of stepping very loosely around telling you what happened. They're just like, we'll make reference to her because we know it's a big motivation for you, but we know you'll collapse and not do the thing we want if we actually confront you.
Oh, he doesn't need to know about this yet, right? It's like after you slip and fall and the pain hasn't quite hit yet.
Oh, or when you slip and don't fall and you just know tomorrow you'll find out what happened.
Yes, yeah, you'll wake up and your back won't move.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Like, my experience with those kinds of injuries has always been like slipping on the ice, getting back up, feeling fine, and being like, all right, dodged it. And then 2 days later, lifting a cup and having my spine just go like out of my back, like the Predator.
Like your head is now on a spike in a wall behind you.
Yes.
Ugh, let's
One
roll.
more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
Yeah.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
Not even a little.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
I do want to go turn their vodka up. 'Cause I think we have kitchen access full time now. Yeah.
It would appear so.
So
Give them the special borscht.
Yeah. So back to the office first. Alright, what do I need for this?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever.
More
As
volition.
the unlocked drawer slides.
Pop, pop. And actually, do I have... Psych, do I have... Oh, no, we need the Paraheliodon, or the speed. Yeah.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. As
Yes.
the unlocked drawer slides
Ooh.
out to greet you.
100%!
You're trying hard.
Oh,
The
come
data
on.
here is unbelievably dry. Something about containers. The drawer slides.
Man.
Ah! No! This one!
No.
Haha! It doesn't matter.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. And the unlocked whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim. A to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Alright.
The drawer slides.
So now we go talk to Leo. Does DE let you respec your character? I don't think so. You can undo mistakes. Like, I could have reverted. But I don't remember. I've never tried. I just played the game repeatedly.
Yeah, it lets you respec. It's called New Game Plus.
Yeah, not once you leave the skill screen. Yeah. Well, might as well get the gloves. Fancy.
Yes. Our tracksuit.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
The thing you can do also to balance out your stats is swapping clothes. Just do the pants dance.
Mm-hmm.
Leo, in the future, can we keep the greeting shorter?
Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean, taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Something is off about this borscht. I'm going to look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
All right. Time for break!
All right. See you soon, chat.
Boop-a-doop. Greetings. Welcome
Hello.
back to this Talking sim. In the land of shipping containers. This is not the mouse I need. Alright, so now we can go back into the whirling and spike some borscht. Turn it up.
I'm also eating grapes, so I'm going to be riding the mute a little aggressively.
It's because you eat grapes like Denethor, right? So there's just really a lot happening in your mic zone.
I eat grapes like Cookie Monster. I don't know how or why. But it's carnage over here.
They're like falling out.
Yeah, like the eating is really a very generous term for what I'm doing.
It does sound like Cookie Monster. Do you ever freeze grapes?
I do not, but I do eat them super cold. How are they frozen?
It's weird. They're like little squishy, slushy ice cubes.
Neat. Kim, what
Kim,
are
where'd
you doing?
you going? Kim, get down from there! Kim!
Shine on, you beautiful diamond.
Kim, come back!
Kim's never coming back.
He's not the hero we
Don't you
need, but
chain
he is
him
the
to
one
this
we
earth.
deserve.
Kim's ascended.
He's finally starting his vigilante justice run. He will be the Cape Crusader. From here, he watches Martinez.
Kim has learned to teleport before we did.
No! I wanted to phase shift. Can I get there? Kim, I can't get to you. Kim, why have you gone where I can't go?
We have finally smelled bad enough that Kim had to learn to float to get far enough away from us.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to Manana and see if there's any information about the chef, Mr. Hot Cup.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Complete shit.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Sure. Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Let's change the topic.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Alright, bye. Da, 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 da. So we've got one more day to kill before the lock is fixed. So we basically just have to harass the
The man
locals.
ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Huh, Leo said you're friends with Manana, is that true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends.
Good. What's in that borscht you're making?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Yes.
Horse need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yes. Turn the vodka up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously. then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Could I have some of that?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
Ha ha ha. Okay, alright.
Can I help you?
Bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Nope.
Then why are you wasting my time and yours?
Because I love you. Should we talk to Lena? Should we get the down low on some cryptids?
Ooh, I like it.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
Right, I just remembered we can also visit the smoker on the balcony tonight. Just put that in my little pocket for to do later.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
Some delinquent dropped a butter sign into the canal.
The water lock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Who's Gary?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Wouldn't you know it? It's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell right into the water.
Oh, sweetie. If it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Who could have done such a thing?
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here when or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Tell me more about the rare insect.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
Oh yeah. Here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Establishment. I thought so.
What makes you think the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insulindian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Enthusiasm has wiped the worry from her face. Her eyes sparkle behind her glasses.
You seem really excited about the cryptid.
I suppose I have something of a personal connection to the Insulindian phasmid. All scientists have their little hobby horses.
So, is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Ambush predator? I mean, is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even.
Okay, what's so special about stickbug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Ugh, I feel you. I feel you, Lena. Oh, I'm just a girl. No one wants to listen to me tell things. People don't get excited when I describe stuff. Only someone much better than me would describe the thing, then other people would get excited about it. Ugh. So your husband is some kind of scientist.
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What is cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
Yep. That's an opinion. Uh-huh. Heard that one before.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There's no point in
Yeah.
manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear some of the cryptids you studied. Could you tell me about a couple of them? Like just 2 or 3? Or 5?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
1 cryptid, not a couple. 1. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza? I like the sound of that.
And I don't. Just 1.
Or he'll be disappointed in you. Ooh,
Finger quotes.
tough choice there.
Okay. All right. Biggest or tiniest?
Are we living on a cryptid right now?
Okay, big.
That would be the giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
What do you mean strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
How big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a Fata Morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
I don't know what Fata Morgana means.
Fata Morgana is a kind of mirage. It's specifically nautical, though. It would be like, wait, am I thinking of the right thing? A Fata Morgana can occasionally let you see, like, a ship either beyond the horizon, like it's a weird kind of reflection, or it's the one that makes, like, only the top half of a ship visible. I would need to actually look it up. I think I'm getting that wrong. Let's look it up.
All right. Inventor thinks it makes upside down boats.
A complex form of superior mirage visible in a narrow band right above the horizon. The Italian term Fata Morgana translates the name of the Arthurian sorceress Morgana Le Fay, due to a belief that these mirages, often seen in the Straits of Messina, were a fairy castle in the air or false land conjured up by her witchcraft to lure sailors to their death. Okay, but
That's
what is it?
Dope. Sounds like it's upside down stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, there's a diagram. Upside down boat. Sure.
Hui. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more. Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Okay. This is enough for now. We don't need Kim disappointed.
Of course, dear.
Let's find out about the suicide of Krasmazov.
The suicide of Kraz Mazov. It's clearly a lie. Kraz Mazov didn't shoot himself. Reaction was on the counteroffensive. The State Day Palace in Mirova was surrounded. He was either assassinated or died in the bombing. You might even have evidence to support this, somewhere in your brain. Mazov was never given a state funeral by the communists. Some people even say the body that was recovered from the ruins wasn't his. There, good. Hero restored to glory. Carry on, comrade.
And we get white check failures, heal all morale, and +1 rhetoric.
Ooh.
Mazovian ethics. So, yeah, now white check failures make our brain better, which is not the stat we needed help with.
But, hey, it's not nothing.
It's not nothing. Shall we confront these fools?
Let's.
Hey you, Gardner, if that is your real name.
Let me handle this. Detective Disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
I just wanted to know more about the place before I checked it out. That's normal.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everett sent to law school?
Are you Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face. You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy. Leo told me about you. He likes you a lot. Or he
You are
likes
not
to talk
here
a lot.
To chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that.
Ooh.
You said you're Mr. Everett's Due Sucre death machine.
He said no such thing. This isn't about me.
Calm down, everyone. Let's stay professional.
Dirty tactics, officer.
What's your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
What if I want to talk to you?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
What are you going to do to me?
What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists?
Uh,
Or what are the union's plans? Armed uprising, yeah? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? That one?
Is it armed uprising? It's armed uprising, isn't it?
I like that.
Sweet.
Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
Weird. All right, Titus.
This is where you say your bid.
Detective.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you. maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
If I size them up, it can lead to them just immediately shooting us.
Hmm.
So maybe I should just do like straightforward questioning.
Yeah, I mean, I'll trust your lead on this one.
All right, we need to talk about the hangman out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was
that's
real
Shanky.
pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
Oh, Glenn.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Yeah, sure, I'll scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table. Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Maritzian in his late 30s, early 40s. And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads T. Hardy, Captain. In the far corner, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 44. 40-something. Non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important. Let's call this one the musician.
And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy. Boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing. Odd soul?
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth? The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
I have spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision.
That is fucking bizarre. A magic man. A goddamn magician.
The lieutenant waits for your reply, patiently. His foot taps only a little.
Love or communism?
Love. I think that'll get a more, like...
Yeah.
I think that gets the more visceral response out of them.
He said love did him in.
Well, well, fortune teller. You might be onto something. They don't just end up in trees for nothing.
We had something else, besides the occult vision.
We had to have something. His foot tapping has become less patient now.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yeah, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
That's it. Game over. We got the perpetrator.
No, you don't. What you have is 7 honest men who thought it forthcoming to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
All 7 together. They're diluting responsibility. It's an anti-arrest tactic.
How does the bullet in his head factor into this?
Huh?
But
There was a bullet in the dead man's brain. Why was it there if you hanged him?
How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
Alright, why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try to assert dominance over you.
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Easy now, let's just talk.
Wise move. You made the right choice there.
Alright.
Now make another one, and get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
When did the hanging incident occur?
You don't have to answer any of his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hired merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
How do you know he was Special Forces?
Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Oranese goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all!
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hopes you didn't notice.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Is this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
But who did he rape then?
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
I don't think 3 is going to go anywhere yet.
Yeah.
What about him?
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
The autopsy showed there were no ligature marks. His hands were not tied. Can you explain that?
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
Yeah, I knocked him out. Came up behind him and clapped him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
That's right, lawman. And then we hanged the fuck.
What did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
Where did this happen?
Right fucking here. Eugene already told you that the fuck had started coming to our bar.
Yeah, man. Weren't you listening?
Things aren't quite right here? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, let's roll the dice.
Wow.
We're due.
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
Alright, who's solid?
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
Who's cracking? Hey, you. Having trouble breathing?
No.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
There's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you, too, Copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus. This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
All right.
Like what, Copper?
Conclude questioning.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us.
Oh.
Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
All right, we're done here. Oh. Ba-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I can phone Sylvia on the radio to ask about the phone line and who called it in.
Yeah.
Also, I want to see if it'll let me interact with the stuffed bird over here so that I can give it to Gart. I like giving him stuffed birds. No? Alright. Ba-doop-a-doop.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
Buddy with Kim?
Make Kim feel appreciated.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what? 7-liter V12? Or Mama's serving some serious macaroni.
Serious macaroni.
Yeah! 130 kilowatts is a lot of power, Kim.
The Kinema is fast. Feels right at home on the raised motor track. Hard to find something that could overtake it.
Fine machine.
Yes, an extraordinary machine.
Let's move on. Maybe I'll rummage around inside of it now.
Inside,
I
you see a
love
set
the
of
line,
steering levers,
Mama's
a radio
cooking some
microphone,
serious
a
macaroni.
pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Run your fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch disengaged. Release the handle. Clutch drops. Right foot yearns for the familiar touch of the accelerator pedal. You have synced with the machine's mechanical circulation.
How are you, my friend?
The smell of freshly treated leather, the lack of dirt and dust on the dashboard, and a neat little brush in the cup holder, all seem to be whispering. I'm good, cherished and cared for, in the hands of a tending owner.
Do I know how to operate this machine?
You feel an uninterrupted connection to the mechanics.
Wait, does it mean I know how to pilot it?
After a while, you realize silence is your only answer. Do what you will with it.
Release the clutch and squeeze it again.
Of course it's only in your head. Of course it is. But it almost feels as if the clutch handle is gently squeezing back.
Where have you been?
At the bottom of the sea.
What?
So strange. The machine is not on the bottom of the sea at all. It's right in front of you, well kept. Why did it say that? A dark feeling. This is going wrong. Let go of the clutch. The handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep inside the drivetrain, the disc is mated to the flywheel again. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
What are we looking at? What's this machine?
This is the Caprice Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat.
Do all policemen in the RCM have such cool motor carriages?
The Caprice motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
But this is different. This is a sports model.
I might be wrong, but this one has a sports model, right?
You're right. I didn't take you for a motorcar enthusiast. Do you also like Tip Top, Detective?
Oh, Tip Top? I adore Tip Top.
Really? Well, I'm not indifferent on the matter either.
Can we turn it on and drive somewhere?
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
What's this sinking feeling I have with the word motor carriage?
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
This must be what woke me up when you arrived in Martinez, the infernal noise.
Yes, sorry about that. The Caprice Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride. In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Ignore Alice and press the button labeled saved.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right?
He's still avoiding your gaze, and his ears glow red.
Sorry about that, I wanted to contact the dispatch.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, what's the number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Why didn't you call the police?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
What does the Union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
I see. Maybe there's something else you can tell me about.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the Union. I'm sorry about that.
Next question.
Yeah, go on.
You quit your job. Why?
You mean why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Got everything I need, thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Why angry?
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Definitely some other guy. A guy like Gart.
You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that? That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a spinster.
I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do so without all this internalized misogyny.
What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore? You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
Listen, I've got everything under control.
No. What?
Oh, God. Is there a number 3?
No.
No. Oh, this is all awful. I hate this.
I just don't want to call myself Big Papa or Daddy.
Oh. You have to choose. You have to choose.
No, this is how we get to the cock carousel, people. We have to do this. I know, baby. I know. It's just that you got that sweet woman child thing. Men go crazy, especially a man like Gart.
Oh, God. Please, just stay out of my life.
I've got a hunch your love life is about to take a very pleasant turn.
What?
You'll see, Lieutenant. You will see.
Call was dominated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on.
God.
Take it to God now.
I'm done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook. I pull out.
All right. So yeah, after the break, we'll come back and try to help Gart with his love life.
We have a new calling.
Maybe I should try to get finger guns.
Ooh.
Welcome back, all of us.
Hello.
Okay. Sigart! I want to see if I can ask him about his bird, though, because he thinks Sylvie did it.
Can I help you?
See if I can... I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing? Great. I love those.
So the phone line is dead.
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
Is it true there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes?
Alright, so I talked to Sylvie.
God.
Oh, but he should be.
Oh,
late.
God.
I don't want to lay it on him. There's something like a back button?
Life doesn't have a back button. Now get off your ass and speak the truth about Sylvie the whore.
Okay, this is going to be rough for all of us.
I don't like this. There doesn't seem to be another way.
Turns out she's a whore who likes to ride the cock carousel.
Wonderful.
Oh my God.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel?
She rides the cock carousel until she's too old to ride it, and she settles down with a provider.
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
She said she likes the cock carousel very much, so fun. Depict a carousel of cocks going around merrily.
He looks at you, spinning his arms, then leans on the corner and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
I just killed a man. I just killed a man.
She broke the bird, you know. The great
If that's what you want to call Gart.
I found it on the ground with the broken wing. On the morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
Or you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Should I admit to maybe breaking it?
I mean, I don't... I don't even... I can't...
Okay. Maybe I broke it.
No, it was her. She's off to ride that carousel you told me about. Cock carousel. I understand now. They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest. Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment. On my own.
And there we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
Beautiful.
All right, time to dust off our hands. What did a pat ourselves on the back?
Okay. What else can we do? Is the woman here? Yes! Cockatoo! Hello!
Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working-class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
Maybe your husband is missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
Where could he be?
I don't know.
Oh, is that a Scots
At
accent?
home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Working?
Oh, there's... Oh, okay. Sorry. I could only get it in snippets.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is this going, officer?
What I'm hearing, you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but... I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
I can help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
If you click 1, I will never forgive you.
It's okay.
What?
It's all right not to know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Maybe your cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge them at this point.
What do you mean I'm being like a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip.
Wonderful. The store is open.
The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Ah. Hello.
Are we going to get the little haircut for a cockatoo?
Maybe. Yep.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
Flip through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems. You don't have behavioral problems. That's garbage. You're cool.
What about this guide to cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
$4? All right.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
Alrighty.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
What more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
These are hilariously similar to the names of real cockatoos.
Are they?
Yeah, there's like Gang Gang and Major Michael? Major something. What problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I could handle that. It'd be nice to have someone to talk to when feeling lonely.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
That's pretty bad. Anything else?
It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Ouch. That must hurt.
Let's read about the funeral cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
What about the major majestic cockatoo?
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature.
Bumptious.
In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species.
Read about the most common bang-bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly grey and white. The Seminoles name, bang-bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Yeah, Major Mitchell. That's the real bird. This bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
What if I'm just a fuck up too? No, I'm the major majestic. I'm the party everyone wants to be at.
You're right. Your Majesty embodied. This big, beautiful bird belongs on your heraldry.
Very good. Very productive. Doodly doodly doo. Blop. I think we can ask the child about the lady since she's out here still.
Oh.
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet?
Yeah, I found a way into the doomed commercial area.
Oh, that's great. I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid.
Who's that?
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
She's your aunt?
No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the books a lot.
Why's she distressed?
I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Bye. You're right. I'm a cockatoo.
Excuse me?
I went and read up on them, just like you said, and I even decided what kind of cockatoo I am. Wanna know?
I don't know. The most talkative one?
No, I'm the major majestic cockatoo.
The what now?
The major majestic cockatoo. It's the most impressive one.
You truly are one strange cop, aren't you?
I think I can watch her browse books a little.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves a hug. For all the
dear
work she's
God,
done
no.
for mankind.
Look away, Cameron. Look away, Cameron. Look.
I'm looking away.
Away.
You step in
Cover
and
your
close
eyes.
your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in touch. There's a small movement beneath your hands as you shut your eyes. Then a tiny voice breaks out and asks,
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The fabric feels cold, moist from the sea nearby. The situation is oddly intimate. Your cheek is pressed against her shoulder. Her hand is trapped between your chest. 5 seconds pass, and their passing seems so unimaginably long. Then she coughs and says again,
What are you doing, officer?
"Less talk, more feeling. Keep your eyes closed. Soak in the closeness. See what the feeling entails."
It's impressive that looking away actually does nothing.
Huh!
With the voice acting.
So should I keep my eyes closed like in the Empire wants, or should I tell her that I'm fighting for the working class?
Yeah. I like fighting for the working class.
I'm fighting for the working class.
Fighting for it how?
A hug a day keeps the bourgeoisie away. One hug at a time.
Oh.
There's a strange sensation as the woman strengthens her grip. She's hugging you back.
I guess it's better than nothing. Keep fighting on, my fellow comrade. Is there anything else I can help you with?
The woman before
She's
you
on board?
nods
Yeah.
and returns to her reading.
Come on, Cameron. Hugs help everyone.
I did not know. I guess I did not know. I did not. TIL.
Yes, have you hugged your proletariat today?
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
My God, I found her husband.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Open and shut. Don't even need to think about this anymore. Goodbye. Oh, alright. It's 11. Does he still have a sandwich? Can I don't know if I can try to get a sandwich again. I want to try to get that sandwich.
Officer,
Oh,
the
rhetoric.
main side of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
Let's see Union talk.
Sure, officer.
How do you know
There are the
Everard?
good guys around here.
No, let's talk
What
about
do you
Everard.
need?
I don't care about the other guys.
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
No, thank you.
Okay. So, in the future, if I unlock white checks or update rhetoric, I can come back and try to get his sandwich.
Not heal the wound, the division between the men.
He's gonna die. I mean, this is...
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't actually matter. He's barely got days left at this point.
I can look at the statue, and maybe I can get the cocaine skull if I look at this statue.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who dis?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Not a good track record of mental health in that family. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
What indentations?
Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass, around where the heart is. A bullet? Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Lieutenant, has someone shot the king?
Okay, I can't see it, but I take your word for it.
What do you think?
Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Political.
Yeah, political.
It's a king and he's shot.
Why not? What this shows us is guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
All right. Big money. 58% is 100%.
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
Rude.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your
grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Meh. Fun ruiner, Kim. Huh.
Is that the angriest Kim gets with us?
I think he gets more angry if you decide to become a racist.
Okay.
Oh, bottle. Let's see if there's any more. More where that came from. Alright, money. Money! Okay, so... Kuno! Speed! Also, I didn't hear Kim say he took the body away, so maybe it's still there.
Oh.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks less like a creature and more like a pile of intestines. The lieutenant adjusts his
Game's
glasses
on,
and
baby.
takes a deep breath.
Oh.
Oh, I get to work alone for the rest of the day.
Oh, that means we can steal all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I can drive him to processing today, no problem. Since we stalled with this. But this does mean I will be gone for the rest of the day.
But what should I do with myself?
Work on the case, tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer...
This means Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave until tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, you're free to do side tasks and even the main case. Though, it might be more difficult. If you have
Thanks,
nothing
Siri.
to do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
All right. Well, let's go talk to that old woman then. And then I can go back inside and talk to Lena and get the down low about more cryptids.
Ooh.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the... No respond. No respond. Nothing.
Bah! Alright. Can also talk to Kuno alone. And arrange some speed.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Hey Kuno, got any speed?
Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a kingpin.
Can I have some?
Fuck no, pig. Kuno ain't dealing to the popo. Not doing the pork pen for your sad speed habit. You don't know Kuno.
You need to befriend him first.
Let's talk about the shack. Anything?
The fuck do you want with it?
No.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
So you refer to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Calm down. Anyone watching can see you're doing nothing. Just keep it professional.
Fuck that! Confront him!
Just answer the questions, child.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's horrible.
Okay, I'm just gonna back off for a moment.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
How do you know that? You can't see inside my head. Can you read my mind, Kuno?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You should have hit the Kuno, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
Oh
You're
no.
gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Whatever.
We entered the ring and did not bring our game.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know my odds would be that bad.
Bitch. Ask your questions.
Don't we have
but
one in
remember,
physical instrument?
Yes.
Changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
That's better. I can
Yeah.
try that. Watcha!
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Act on it. Try to separate them.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
What's up with her?
Two,
She's
I
terrifying. Yeah, crazy
Yeah.
scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right, C's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
What if she has Kuno? That would explain things.
Fucking yeah. Kuno knows you don't want to face this right now. This dark shit. Kuno faces this shit every day. Makes Kuno's skin crawl. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Okay, how many cops has she killed?
Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
You said she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
What's the language she uses?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
How are you dealing with all this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her, you threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
Understood, Kuno.
Alright, now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah, what do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno!
See, relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Remember when you tried to get Kuno to hook you up? We can get on that now. If you run a little errand for the Kuno, me and you, Kuno's gonna hook you up with illegal narcotics. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition?
How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
Made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's gonna happen.
Okay. Kuno's listening.
Guns blazing, or going after the most violent
2.
man? Yeah, I'm going in there, but not for the speed.
Most violent man in Revachol? We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows
excuse
you
me.
already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
Alright.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Let's go do that then.
This can only end well.
Or...
Alright, time for some game theory, chat.
Okay.
How does this play out? Either we get the speed and beat up Kuno's dad and get Kuno to respect us, which gets us speed, or look, it's
or
win-win.
we're dead. Right? Yeah, we die. I'll
Yes.
quick save
Yeah,
before
or
we
we're gonna fucking
before we
die.
do this. Very Derek, you forgot option 3, which is that it's very sad. What if it's just
We're
very
invincible to that. We're just utterly like.
On its hinges.
What's our empathy score? 6, 7. Look, chat.
It's too
Our
many.
liver is our biggest organ. All right.
All right.
A shabby door hangs oddly.
That's just science.
Secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. Snip. The cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. You can just go in now. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
What do you mean?
Nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
I'm just browsing.
Yes, that's what it is. A quick peek here. A short glance there. It's all quite delectable.
I like the sound of Jamrock's shuffle. By now it's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors, see what's behind them. Maybe secrets, maybe more juicy containers. Let's be honest, you like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets, secret containers left behind the Philippian kings that hold forbidden relics. Okay, you haven't come across one of those yet, but one day... Wait, is that why you're so hellbent on opening containers? Do you think you'll find the Holy Scepter in the Orbe de Montagne?
Ooh.
Yeah, this one's going straight in our brain. 1 hour, and we get negative esprit de corps during that for confusing behavior. But it won't really matter because we're not dealing with any cops right now.
Exactly. This is the ideal time to have it.
So now we sneak.
Kim wouldn't recognize us right now anyway. He's used to us being a rigorous professional.
Ooh, what's this? Money.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Take the speed from the table.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world.
Okay. The air stinks with something sour.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed, a stained parka, some towels and a duvet, some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
Keep extending your hand towards the pile.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
Inland Empire doesn't know shit, but when Volition decides to speak up, maybe, we'll get Volition on the horn, Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Then we'll talk.
Pull the blanket off.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol, and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I took your amphetamine, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body.
Bye. Heist of the century. Oh, maybe we can conceptualize this wall.
Ooh. We did
Just
put a point
an
into it, didn't we?
Yeah,
Nothing to see
accidentally.
here.
Okay, 17. 17.
Yes. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Oh well. Next time. We just need to be better art club. Maybe there's a book on art.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Alright, fair is fair.
Wow, that's heavy. There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honourable like that. Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
Kuno, I met your dad.
Yeah? How are you still standing, pig? You sneak past him.
Yeah, sneaked
I
in.
killed him.
I killed him? I killed your dad, Kuno?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know if we can... Kuno might react poorly. He's going to be upset when he finds out he's alive.
He was sleeping under some clothes.
Yeah.
What?
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Yeah, I was wrong. He's hardcore. Real killer.
Real killer.
Stop trying to give Kuno your pity shit. Kuno knows what that shit is. Kuno's dad's gonna be a fucking vegetable. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up, and Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Fuck on speed. Do crime shit. Go out fast. Revachol West style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, dead shit, nothing shit.
One?
One.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed, your friends now? Turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
Should I talk about the bills? No, let's end it. Let's end it here.
Yeah.
We're done. We're done. We're good.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright. I think at this point we're done. We're good today. We made a lot of progress on the stream today.
We did. There's one fewer body on the street, thanks to us.
Yeah, rotting out in the yard, took care of it. Mystery solved. The mystery of how to get rid of the body.
We made Kim do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We also got drugs for a child.
Whew. I mean, it was in his home, on his little desk. And he had some on him anyways, that he gave us with its convenient little straw.
Hey, we actually got drugs from a child, really, when you think about it. We kept these drugs out of a child's hands.
Yeah, and we spiked a bunch of, strikers. Vodka. Yep. All right. Shall we thank some subs?
Let's. I believe Anya Zeta was our first at 56 months. Thank you.
CGS Guy to 60 months. Thank you.
Flapjacks of War has come back for the 36th month. 36 months. That's like 3 in human years. Not inaccurate.
Glenzy, 38 months. Thank you.
Cetra Lynn has come back for the 65th month. Nice.
E-Block gave us 390 bits. This has definitely got me playing another playthrough again. Yep, sorry.
E-Block gave us 1,000 bits, saying time to go to work in the shit factory.
Time to go to work in the shit factory. Morden Solis sings. That's the last.
It's the last thing most of my food says.
You talking to your food? Morden Solis sings. 44 months, thank you.
I give it little voices. Retrospect My Fantasy has come back for the 56th month.
Half Ring Circus, 18 months, talking disco. Thank you.
And to Amelie has come back for the 78th month. Good morning, Revishal, at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, good morning to Amelie.
That is my smoke alarm, for whatever reason, has been chirping happily for the last, 36 hours or so.
Is it battery powered?
No, it runs off, it's integrated into the power grid.
Maybe
it's just talking to itself.
Some attention.
Maybe. Like a cockatoo.
2
if I don't
hours
let
a
it
day.
go off for at least 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Well, we're well on our way.
I'm gonna go home and look at pictures of gangs. Alright. A pleasant day to all of you out there in internet land and YouTube.
Have a great one, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Bye.